we've just drew a Liverpool, aka the enemy, 0-0 at Scumfields, which means we're still top of the league, for now at least, and a couple of points ahead of the Dirty Scouse Bastards. Nah. Before the game, I would have happily taken a point. After the game is finished, the same still applies. It's win-win in my book. And I hope Man City beat Crystal Palace later on tonight. And I also hope they win their game in hand against Aston Villa. And I hope they win the league. Because unlike others, at least I admit this, I do not want Ollie to win the league. I don't. Because us United fans who are Ollie out, we will never hear the end of it. Oh, could you imagine? Jesus to God, I don't want to be put in that scenario. I don't want that to happen. It really, really pissed me off. Oh dear. But it won't happen anyway. Second half, we were better than the first half. Paul Pogba had an effort, point blank range, straight at Alisson. Rashford had a little poking shot beforehand. But overall, we were the dominant team. You know, we tested their goalkeeper. They only had one shot on target from Thiago's power driver, which De Gea was equal to, straight at him as well. And I wasn't worried. Every time Liverpool went forward, I was going, this is alright. I'm not worried. I'm not scared. Come at us. See what you can do. And they did absolutely nothing. Salah was out of the game. Mane was out of the game. Firmino, they're all out of the game. And they were absolutely shocking. I mean, they have not won now in 3 or 4 games. They haven't scored a goal in 3 games, I reckon. They are shocking. They were lucky. You only did what you did last season because you were lucky. Without VAR, you don't stand a cat and house chance. You don't have a leg to stand on in terms of what you think you want to do in the league like you thought you wanted to do last season, which you did, even though you didn't deserve to do what you did last season. So there you go. So it's Man City's to lose for me. I thought Lindelof was absolutely outstanding. He was colossus. He's a workaholic. He made a sentimental block towards the end of the second half. And you got top reds out there going, why is Eric Bailly not starting? What does Lindelof deserve to start over him for? Because Lindelof's better than him? Maybe that's what it is, because that's what I think it is. And it's funny, isn't it, doing the Nigel Farage there? When Twanzebe and Lindelof played against PSG away from home, he won. I didn't hear any top reds on Twitter and YouTube, by the way, say, oh, those two have got to be the partnership forevermore. But then when Lindelof had a little bit of a shaky time, said, oh, Bailly needs to play. With Maguire, guess what happened there? We lost 6-1. Lindelof's never been involved in a team that's lost 6-1. Maybe there's still a little bit of a personal vendetta because he's still Mourinho signing. I think that could be a little bit of why Lindelof's hated. You know, I never rated him before. I've turned my hate on Maguire. Doesn't mean I was wrong about Lindelof. It just means that I'm happy to swift my attention to the player hate Pascal Segan with hair, aka, as I also called him, the Squid. So put respect on Lindelof's name. And that's the problem with our fan base. They're getting split down the middle because of people who slag off players that don't deserve slagging off. McTominay got it the other week. He scored against Watford in the FA Cup, made a captain, and he was criticised. From the same people, by the way, right? Who said, oh, now that Pochettino's gone to PSG, I want Ollie to stay. You fucking hypocrite. You hypocrite. The hypocrites. The same ones who defend Paul Pogba, yeah? And Anthony fucking Martial. Where was Martial today, eh? Cavani did more when he come on than Martial did when he was on the fucking pitch. He's a disgrace, that Martial. Cavani should have started ahead of him. Now, Cavani was making space, he was in inroads, he was going from right to left, he was in the middle, he was penetrating the opposition, he was pocket of spaces and all that. And what does Martial do? Falls flat on his ass. He's a shocking player. We're not going to win the league with Martial at centre forward. He's not good enough for Man United. Why didn't we get Jota from Wolves? Why didn't we get him? You know what I mean? And yet we let him go to the fucking Dirty Scouse Bastards. We should have put in £40 million for him. He's better than Martial. So yeah, frustrating. That's frustrating now. Cavani does nothing wrong. Martial does loads wrong. He's a disgrace, that guy. I don't want him. He shouldn't be playing for Man United. Just like his busy mate, the Frenchman as well, Paul Pogba. He shouldn't play for Man United either. He's only doing what he's doing because he wants to be in the shop window. That's all it is. As far as I'm concerned, anyway. You know? I thought McTominay had a very good game. Van der Beek didn't come. I know what's going to happen. I bet you anything, right? I bet you, right? When Cavani went on for Martial, certain people, I don't name names, will go, why are you taking off him? Why take off McTominay? Why not take off Rashford? We'll say on Van der Beek. Why not take off McTominay? Why not take off Bruno Fernandes? Where was Bruno today, by the way? He went missing against Burnley and he went missing again tonight. He needs to stop bitching and open his big gob. Just get off the fucking pitch. And last, all he showed some balls and took him off before he gets sent off. You know what I mean? He's got too much mouth, too much lip, that Bruno Fernandes. And he's not going to win us a league. Because we're not going to win it. Because Man City will win it. Ollie's still not the right man for me. You can tell these Ollie inners are so insecure. Because when we win games, we go, where's your Ollie hours? I don't need to say every single time, Ollie out. Because I know football. I watch football. All you're in is a bloody snow globe. You've got Man United and surrounded by Man United. You only watch Man United games. You don't watch other teams' games. I watch the Spurs games when I can. The Man City games. Watch a few of the Liverpool games. And the Leicester games. And the Chelsea games. I keep up to date what's going on outside. Others don't. And that's the problem. So yeah, I'm happy with the point. So we go to Fulham. That'll be a tough game. They've had a little bit of a resurgence. So yeah, I'll see you after that.